Shalom, giving all praise to Yahweh Bashem, Al Shai Bashem, Rakakodah, Shalom to the 144,000, and the rest of you elect out there, Shalom to you all. I'm going to entitle this video, Be Your Own Physician. Anyway, this is going to be based off of this video that I was on my Roku, and I had it on a big screen. So I said, let me go to the web and do a video on it. This is put up by a homestead journey. And so the titles, as you can see here, is Doctors Are Quitting Medicine, What They're Finally Saying Out Loud. There's a lot, you have to really dedicate yourself to becoming a doctor. I don't know if it's 8 years in medical school. Then you have what's called, like apprenticeship. You have residency. Before you become you're talking a full-fledged doctor that's not an assistant, but an actual full-fledged doctor. And you're talking about years of study. Going to medical school. Matter of fact, you know what I'm going to do? Let me do this. Let me go ahead and do this. Bear with me for a minute. Come on now. Yeah, I used to do tinctures. I'm talking like more than 15 years ago. And I'm back doing them. And what kind of got me back into them too is, the young elder, the Kanak. But when he came to the crib a couple of weeks ago. I showed him certain things. I've been in it, but now I'm even more so in it because it's for my health and it's for others that need medical help. And basically, what I deal with now, I'm into the tinctures, which I always was into that heavy. I'm talking about 15 years ago or so, 15, 16 years ago. Anyway, let me just do this. So based upon the title of that video, you're going to have a shortage of doctors out there. And you got a lot of nurses that are quitting because they're not getting paid right. That's a high stress profession. And the money that they get good money, but it's not worth the aggravation. It's a lot of, has a heavy weight on you, Anyway. How many years of medical school does it take to become a doctor? Okay, so it takes 4 years. It takes 4 years of medical school after a 4-year undergraduate degree to earn your MD or DO. But becoming a full licensed practicing physician typically requires an additional 3 to 7 plus years. So we can say 8 years. So you got 4 years initially, then you got 8. So you got what? You got 12 years, which I knew of. It was in my head. I knew it was more than 8. Additional 3 to 7 plus years, we rounded off to 8, of residency. And I said that, residency training, meaning you're not a full-fledged doctor. You're under a doctor that's over you, or doctors that are over you. So in order for you to say you're a full-fledged doctor, you're looking at 12, 13, 15, 14, 15 years. You go to medical school at 20 years old, 30, 35, you can pretty much say, you're a doctor. at least 11 to 15 years after high school with subspecialties needing even more fellowship training. So we're talking over 12 years. 4 years as an undergraduate, as you can see. And that dedication that they put into becoming a doctor, you know, they get stressed out because these big major medical units, medical centers, you know, you got patients coming in and they got you on, you got to deal with 20 different patients. You're dealing with 20 different personalities. Then you got to deal with the nurses and their personalities. Then the nurses have to deal with the patients. And it's just a stressful thing. So here we go. Let's go ahead and play this. So there's going to be a major, and there is a shortage of doctors, and there's going to be more of a shortage of doctors and nurses. You have strike. Is there a current strike going on? There was a couple of days ago. I think they came to terms. But they're not, you know, you go into this, being another thing, Nero Redivivos, he said that a nurse is not a profession anymore. It's less than a profession. So you spend all them years going to nursing school, but to be a professional, you are what is it? You got a licensed practical nurse, you got nurse's assistant, and you have a RN, registered nurse, which is a profession. You're a professional. You're pretty much, you do what the doctor does. The doctor says, give this injection to this, do that, do this to the third. The doctor just overalls give the diagnosis, but the nurses are doing everything. I've been in the hospital. Nurses do every fucking thing. They're pretty much, and a lot of them go on to be doctors. So, anyway, it said doctors are quitting medicine. What they're finally saying out loud. So let's go ahead and and if you want to get a chick, you know, just go to the hospital, man. Have some flowers, and you see a nice nurse, give her the flowers. She'll get with you because it's so stressful that they want some relief. Give me a second. Also, what I do is a lot of training. Right now it's the winter. A couple of years back, I used to walk. No matter how cold it was, I'd be out there. I said, this week, the last couple of weeks, I haven't walked. Maybe tomorrow I'll probably walk, depending on the weather. A little nippy out there. But I still do it. But definitely, most I willing, when the weather breaks, a couple more months, I'll be out there with my I'll be out there doing my 45 minutes hour walk, and then I'll do my strength and conditioning, and I might find another gym, boxing gym. So, you know, certain days I'll work out 3 days out of the week to get down to where I want to be, which makes you healthy, you know. And that, you know, the 1-2 punch is also diet. You gotta eat right. And you got to take the right medicines, which medicines that you make. I'm always studying stuff. I don't study as much as I'm supposed to, but I'm also always getting, you know, I'll listen to people like Yaki. I knew about him, but I started listening to him. And he told his story that he smoking blunts, 20 blunts a day, and he was all out of shape, and he ran it. I guess I don't know if it was on YouTube or what, but he saw a video with Dr. Sebi, and he said that he was obsessed and I believe he said he listened to Dr. Sebi's videos for like 48 hours straight. You know, you stay in the house, and that's what got him to learn the stuff. He can ring off that stuff, man. I mean, I can do it too, but not on his level, and not on Kanak's, the elder Kanak's level, but because they're always doing it every day. They're always doing it, always doing it. So I do it a lot part of the day, but everybody should do it. What happens is the young elder Kanak, he makes because I told Apostle Ramlop to let him know to make videos, and you can send it to me, and you can send it to the various elders and the second in command, and they can teach it to their people, because we gotta be doctors too. You got these guys. You got Captain Zariak. He said the other day he was getting the sniffles, and I think I spoke on it. Now, I made a statement that I'm gonna give you precepts. Don't worry, I'm gonna give you precepts. That I'm not planning on getting no cold or no flu this year, and if I do, I'll know how to reverse it. So a couple of days after I said that, I started. Matter of fact, let me do this. What part of the body does a cold start? Yep, that's it. You feel it right in the throat and the nose. You get the drips, the nose gets stopped up, and you get in the throat where what you got right here is the what do you call it? The thyroid, which looks like a bow tie, right where your neck is. You touch it, the middle of your neck. That's right where the bow tie is, which is the thyroid. You know, it's the thyroid gland. What you got, Jakes, they suffer hyperthyroidism, which is grave disease, where their eyes bug out because their diet is all fucked up. You know, if diet's all fucked up, that's what do you call that? When you get thyroid hyperthyroidism is a lack of what do you call it? Damn, what the fuck? Give me a second. Like kelp, which is iodine. You know, also when you get x-rays, go to the dentist or whatever, give you x-rays, you take that iodine in a liquid form or through kelp, not kel, but kelp, which is a sea plant, and that lessens the blow of radiation. You take it before and after. Like next time I go to the dentist, they're gonna do X-ray. They do it once a year. Sometimes they'll do it 2 times in a year, but not all the time. But anyway, it says a common cold usually starts in the nose and throat, upper respiratory tract. So a couple of days or about a week after I said that, talking about Captain Zariak, and I said in the video, I'm not planning on getting one. I'm in the bed and all of a sudden I feel it right in my throat. I feel it coming on. You know it's coming on. It was about 11 o'clock at night. I didn't want to get up and do nothing. I said, you know what? I'm going to get up and do something. I took a straight shot of about 6 ounces of organic lemon juice. And I just drunk it down. Then I chased it with water. Woke up the next morning. I'm good. I'm good. You stop it, you kill the let me see something. That's considered a virus. Let me do this. This is all I want. This is all I want. So you can stop it in its tracks. Also zinc. Let me see. I just want to make sure. I believe it's a virus. It's got to be a virus. Is E. coli a virus or a bacteria? E. coli is caused by a virus, not bacteria. With rhinovirus rhinoviruses being the most common culprit, leading to inflammation in the nose and throat. Like I said, it starts at the throat and nose. You get the sniffles, you get that thing, and no, people don't do nothing about it. Immediately, like I said, it was 11 o'clock, 11:15 at night. I got up, I did 6 ounces of straight organic lemon juice. I gargled with it, swallowed it down, chased it with water, woke up, it was gone. So y'all got to know your body, you know? Anyway, let me just do this. Let me go ahead and let this play. So this is fair use, fair use. I'm merely giving my perspective on this video right here for educational purposes only. I'm not making money out of this. So this is put up by a Homestead Journey, which I subscribe to. All she puts up there is mostly Edomites. She don't put Jake up there. Very rare she put a Jake up there. So anyway, so listen up.
I'm a doctor, and I'm quitting medicine.
Over 40% of doctors regret their career choice.
I really feel like a failure.
I'm a 33-year-old ENT surgeon, and I'm leaving medicine for good.
I left my job as a primary care doctor after nearly 8 years of working for a big hospital system.
GPs in this country.
So that means you probably put 12 years in plus another 8 years. That's what? 12, 22, 20 years? All that stuff down the drain. This system is going down.
We are set up to fail.
There's a lot of controversy around this.
The medical industry in the world has changed dramatically, and not in a good way for doctors and healthcare providers.
Don't do it. So I've recently done a video covering how some nurses are not happy with the profession, and it showed the different types of things that they're experiencing in the medical field. And since then, it's been brought to my attention that there are also a lot of physicians that are also not happy. And today
And it's not just the money. Sometimes you can get all the money in the world, but it's stressful. It's stressful that you got to work hard for your money. They might give you 30 patients that you got to deal with. That's 30 different personalities, and the pay doesn't match the stress. So people are saying F it. But anyway, this is what I went to. Give me a second here. Not gonna make this long. So anyway, what I did was I made life easy for me. I typed in, what does the Bible say about medicine? So it gave me all this information. Medicine is, what's medicine? Let's look up the word medicine. Because tinctures are medicine. Food is medicine. Copy. Come on now. No, I don't want that. I don't want that. Yeah, I knew that a cold or flu is a virus, but I just wanted to make sure. Let me see. Medicine. Meaning. Give me a second. Medicine meaning. Meaning. The science of practice of the diagnosis, treatment, and prevention of disease or dis-ease, and technical use often taken to exclude surgery. Right, because that's radical medicine. Where they said, oh, something's wrong with it, just cut it off. That's what Esau does. What do they call that? Radical surgery or radical medicine. So that's what medicine is, the science or practice. When you make a tincture, for example, a balm, an oil, tea, detox type tea, it says the science or practice of the diagnosis. First of all, you got to say, what do you have? Okay, seems like you have this. Treatment, now we got to treat you, and prevention of disease. So you got to do things to prevent. You're saying, I don't want to get a cold this year. I don't want to get the flu. I'm going to do everything to prevent getting a cold or a flu, right? A lot of you guys got to think beyond that, just, quoting scriptures and here in the scripture and that scripture. Then you run into the hospital. The only time you should go to the hospital is if it's an emergency. If you're just feeling sick, you should diagnose yourself and find out how do you heal yourself naturally. And then you're going to go to the hospital. The doctors ain't going to be there to help you. Anyway, let me see something. Okay, let me go right here. So I'm going to run these off real quick. Proverbs 17:22. A joyful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones, the marrow. So that's depression. Depression is a disease. No longer drink, only water. Now, some stupid to say, you can't drink water, brother. You can only baptize in it. No, this means don't just drink water, but use a little wine for the sake of your stomach and your frequent ailments. So wine is a what? Is a medicine, right? What is it? The properties of wine. Let me see. The wine's benefits. I already know what the main benefit is. Yeah, this morning I had olive oil, about 2 tablespoons of olive oil with organic lemon juice, about 6 ounces, and I just drank it down. Let me see. Let me do this. What are the benefits of red wine? Okay, boom. It gave me what I wanted. Resveratrol. That's in grapes, the grapes of wine or wine. Red wine consumed in moderation the Bible says it. I just read it in the New Testament, offers benefits due to its antioxidant polyphenols. Polyphenols is also in olive oil, like resveratrol, that support heart health by improving cholesterol, not getting rid of it, reducing blood clots because it thins out the blood, cleans the blood, and protecting blood vessels linings. Wine is very important, while potentially lowering risks of certain cancers, diabetes, and cognitive decline like Alzheimer. That's a whole different lesson. That's Alzheimer's from what do you call it? The hell do you call it? I can't think of the name. Something plaque, amyloid plaque. And doctors are now saying, when you suffer from MS and Alzheimer's, it's amyloid plaque. For years they didn't say that. However, these benefits come with risk of alcohol, and that's why I do it moderately. And health experts advise against starting drinking solely for health. Don't listen to them. The Bible's right. The Bible said drink the wine, or moderately, as these compounds are also in other plant-based foods, right? Like grapes, Let me see something. Resveratrol foods. Okay. Red grapes, blueberries. I do a lot of blueberries with my smoothies. Cranberries, peanuts, and dark chocolate. All right. So let me read a couple more precepts here. So all you got to do is go, what does the Bible say about medicine? And you're going to get this list. You're going to get this openbible.info, topics, medicine. I put in, on this site, I put in UFOs. And it gave all the scriptures that we know about the UFO. It was all on that list. Okay, Ezekiel 47. We're going to read a couple more. Ezekiel 47:12. And on the banks, on both sides of the river, there will grow all kinds of trees for food. All kinds of trees for food. That's medicine. Genesis 1 verse 29. It says, and I'll read that in a minute. Their leaves will not wither, nor their fruit fail, but they will bear fresh fruit every month, because the water of them flows from the sanctuary. Their fruit will be for food, and their leaves for healing. The first, when Adam was placed upon the earth, they were vegetarians. They were vegans. They started eating meat after the ark had landed. That's in Genesis. So you got all these scriptures right here. Colossians 4 verse 14. Luke, the beloved physician, greets you, as does Demas. Remember, Demas left Paul to go back to the world. You know, we got it today. Got guys fall out the truth. Well, back in that day, you had people that fell out the truth. Give strong drink to the one who is perishing, and wine to those of bitter distress. People become winos and alcoholics because they're depressed. He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. That's through the Spirit. I don't know why they give me these extra scriptures here. Okay, let's try this one. Job 13 verse 4. As for you whitewash with lies. That means you cover your cherry coating or your sugar coating something. Worthless physicians are you. Now, in the King James, is different. It's written differently. I should go to read it in the King James. Okay, Job 13 and 14. Job 13, and we know who it's talking about, right? Job 13, verse 4. Job 13, verse 4. Come on, man. But ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value. That's the system. You go into the hospital, you wind up getting sicker. Hey, a lot of people in the IUIC died 21, 22. The Passover 2022 IUIC, I think it was either 20 or 22, 20, 21 or 22 people died. You know what they died from? Getting the jump shot. because from the orders of the great Nate on the horse. He almost died. Anyway, Shalom, on to the next.